the game for Vinny doing a good job taking that first game, but the Buzz making the adjustments that were really key there.
We're going to be moving in now to Cyberman versus Raptor.
This is a set that goes back and forth, like consistently goes back and forth.
It's worth noting that Cyberman just came off of a hot win against Suarez.
That is true.
Now, while these two might have completely different play styles, it is the same type of character, so Cyberman might be a little bit more loosened up to fighting against Yoshi.
Hey, game one goes to Cyber.
Two of them getting a little bit of a button warmer out of the way.
Yeah, these guys know that this set is not going to be easy on either side. Now these guys putting their game faces on, going to try their best here in the losers semis. The winner of this will fight Vinny in the losers finals.
And right out the gate, we see Cyberman just go in for the grab. He wants that percentage lead. I don't know, we got too big of a follow-off, but 21% for the start, that's not bad.
You know, it's not. Like, you know, this character, Sonic, he does have that crazy neutral. He does have really good conversion game, but sometimes a lot of his options don't do as much percent as you might think.
He's a character who's much better oriented for playing the long game.
Absolutely.
And even though, you know, he moves in lightning fast, and everyone loves to build up about how campy this character is, it's just the way that his kit is built around. Just because you can move fast doesn't mean you always have to.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, you know, Sonic, when he goes in, he's like, you blink your eyes, and all of a sudden he's gone. You know, this man Cyber, this character Sonic moves so fast together. But when the tides of battle turn and you gotta take a breather, Sonic is able to do that as well. His camp game, one of the better ones in Smash 4, without a doubt.
However, Raptor is doing a fine job of respecting the kind of space that Cyberman is able to control so quickly, and is just opting for a more defensive play style, utilizing his egg throws so that he can contest a little bit of space, tack on damage here and there, and then move around utilizing Nair and Fair as he's one to do, so he can try and get something started.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of what Suarez is doing during the set. You know, Cyberman and Suarez, that was a 2-1 set, I believe.
Right down to the wire.
Yeah, all very, very, very close games. So, you know, Raptor going for a similar approach, and you know, Suarez, he didn't win. But, you know, if you can get that close, you know, you might as well be like, hey, you know, this is definitely a W that Raptor can take. And Raptor has beaten Cyber quite a few times.
Oh, it's certainly not unheard of. Both, as you mentioned at the beginning of the set, these players have gone back and forth quite a ways. But right now, the pendulum swings in favor of Raptor as he takes first blood in the set.
Yeah, you know, the set count really does go back and forth. But, you know, if Cyberman's getting hit by those up airs, he's only going up. You know, that's really always going. And right now, Yoshi's sitting with Rage. This character, kind of scary with Rage. A lot of people, they don't really see that. You know, Yoshi's options, although kind of have a lot of glaring weaknesses, they do a lot of percent. They do have a decent amount of range some of the time. So if Raptor can get a few key hits, he could be doing master percent here.
This is a character that is able to hit hard and unfortunately able to get hit hard. Cyberman cracking himself open,
okay.
And now he's alive.
That scared me.
Everyone always gets faked out by that.
I think it's like
between
a gut
that
reaction.
and the down air, everyone's like, oh.
It's like a gut reaction, you know, like you feel like he should be dead. But, you know, Sonic, he's got the tools to make it all the way back.
Yeah, people kind of sleep on how good of a recovery spring jump is.
Yeah, it really is.
It is incredibly linear, and there's no active hitbox on it, but it gets Sonic a ways up.
And also, very good for gimping, too. Like, obviously, Cyber known to just kind of drop that on his opponents as a sort of gimp tool, as an off-stage tool to press his advantage. But right now, Cyberman pressing his advantage on stage. He doesn't need to be off stage if he's throwing out clean spin dashes, and we're pretty much tied now.
It's all about who's going to be able to break through this, and Up Smash is not going to do it. It is going to put a little bit of shield pressure out onto Cyberman, and if Raptor opts to continue to pressure that shield, he could get rewarded very heavily for it, because we've seen that Cyberman, he's going to be sitting in shield quite often with those spin dash cancels.
I'll say this much too, Cyber following Raptor up there with the up airs before. That up air, last up air, not going to kill. It looked like it almost did, but Cyber right now holding on to his skin. This is getting very scary for both sides. Both at percents where, you know, some real damage could definitely be done. Sonic at kill percent, and, you know, Raptor definitely at kill percent very soon. Like, even like a random smash attack. Cyberman known for hitting a lot of forward smashes, so, you know, Cyberman can just kind of sock him in the face. That could be game one. This guy's just really, really taking it slow. You know, Cyber known to using the character that is known to take it slow. Surprisingly enough, you know, even with all the speedy, safe options. But Raptor himself, you know, playing the more defensive Yoshi. Like I said before, Suarez more offensive oriented. Raptor definitely the more defensive of the two. Right there, though, oh my god, he opted for the offensive option. Cyber perfectly shielding that, and these two, their kills just not making marks.
Yeah, with the amount of rage that's behind both of these characters, as they sit at nearly even percentages, more of the conventional kill options are going to start to fall off at this rate.
And no, that's a really scary part too. And you know, Raptor's got to keep in mind too that at the ledge he's got to be careful. You know, back throw, that is definitely a tool that exists that is a clear threat to him. But Raptor, you know, he's playing very calmly. He's staying decently centered, you know, not overcommitting off the stage too much. And that's really what he needs to be doing here. But, you know, Cyber, he knows what he's got to do, and he's got to wait. But, you know, Raptor ain't waiting if Cyber's coming in. The forward air almost doing it there. Cyber a little bit of wonky DI coming there, but Cyber now at a little bit higher percent. And this is actually, like, look at the time. Like, dang, we could maybe see them camp each other out. Very possible here. Because right now, Raptor's with the lead. I don't know how akin he is to camping people out. I know Cyber has done it before. You know, he's not necessarily a fan of it, but he definitely can do it if he needs to.
Sonic's the kind of character that also rewards such a style of play. However, Raptor's also not above that style of play.
Absolutely. You know, whatever nets you the W, and that is a legitimate tactic. And it looks like Cyberman right now, he's trying to go for that. You know, he doesn't want to even get involved with Raptor. Raptor also seeing those spin dashes, Raptor going for the egg roll, probably a misinput, but it's just kind of funny. It's like, oh, look, I got to spin too, but, you know, not Sonic spin dash, but right now, Cyberman opting for safe options. He just doesn't want to get involved with Raptor's. Oh, no, but he will get involved with an up air. That's what he will get involved with.
Getting a close encounter of the tail kind.
And right there, you know, like this dinosaur, he means business. You know, 10 seconds on the clock, Raptor able to clutch it out with a clean up air. Cyber trying to opt for these safer options, but just at the last second, dropping it. And Raptor saying, hey, your percent deficit means nothing if I can kill you. And that's exactly what he does with the up air. So Raptor up 1-0 right now. Incredibly great play from both these players so far. We're bringing it to the town. Town and City, guys. Y'all know what's up. Just moving a little bit further, not Smashville. Just going down the block a little bit.
It's like the next town over.
Yeah, it's not too far. You know, it's like walking distance. Not too bad. These guys got here pretty fast.
I need to know the lore, though. I need to know what this town's name is.
Yeah, you know, they never tell us. You know, town and city, that doesn't sound... Oh. Did I just see a teabag from Cyber?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to call it out yet, but, like, I'm going to ask him. But
I don't know.
It almost looked like one, but...
When he's having fun, he's not above BM like that. However, the look on his face right now, this man came to collect.
He did. You know, just like Dill said last week, he's like, I will be here to collect. Cyber is like, yo.
I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, man. He's not collecting anything if he ain't here.
Hey, come on, Dill. You got to come through. Shouts to Dill. Very strong J player. Very fun to watch. But right now, you know, these two putting on a show in their own right. Like I said, the appetizers to the final brunch coming up. But these two, you know, definitely could become part of that crazy strong entree. Now we see Raptor just kind of weaving through. Raptor doing a good job at just kind of not getting hit. You know, Cyber was going for a lot of really safe options, but Raptor's doing that thing where he just kind of waits. He waits for his openings. And Raptor, known to be a very patient player, known to be a very seasoned player. So in that regard, you know, a lot of the time he'll come out on top.
This man's nerves are just clad in iron. He knows what he needs to do in order to go for the W, and he recognizes that Yoshi isn't the best for being able to break through certain neutrals against characters just off of the tools that they have. So he has to play it so that it's a mind over matter kind of game. That being said, he really does bring Yoshi to its fullest whenever he does break out one of his punishes. He hits hard and he needs to deal lots of damage whenever he cracks someone open.
You know, now I'm going to wonder this. Now that Cyber is kind of like almost like enlightened and like kind of re-reminded about the ability to camp, is he going to be doing that? Like, you know, he did pick a bigger stage. I'm not really sure if that's his game plan here. But, you know, I don't know if that's something that's like more so in the back of his mind. Because I know Cyber as a person, he kind of prefers not to. He can if he has to. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's something that's in Cyber's handbook right now. He's like, you know, if needed, camp at town, you know?
And that's the beauty of Town and City as a stage that we often see Sonic or Bayonetta players bring their opponents to. The stage itself is relatively small because, you know, the smaller blast zones allow for earlier kills, and the base platform isn't that much larger than Smashville. However, the fact that there's more platforms, whether it be the 2 that we see now during the city transition or the 3 that we see during the town transition, they give Sonic so much room to maneuver himself on multiple layers that he has that option available to him if he needs to camp. He has so much room to move around. But at the same time, once he does need to go in, the stage itself also helps benefit him for that.
Absolutely. Now these guys, as the tides of battle, you know, kind of turned in Raptor's favor, Cyber closing that gap in an instant. Now, you know, he's kind of pressing his own advantage. You know, the Sonic advantage, very safe moves that don't do a lot of percent, but just do a lot of controlling.
Cyber quickly taking the percentage lead. These little trades here and there really helping him along, especially with that forward smash on the left side of the screen earlier.
Yeah, that was ballsy. You know, that was a trademark Cyber play, if I do say so myself.
He just loves to just throw it out there.
Yeah, like I said, this guy, more of an aggro Sonic, you know, and he's known, him and, like I said, on LI, him and Troy Buster are known for those random smashes that just never seem to miss their mark, you know?
When you see a player like Cyber play so intelligently and have such calculated movement, it really is fascinating to see such a blunt option work out so heavily in his favor.
That's kind of the beauty of this game, but, you know, it's also beauty getting kills, and Cyber right there, he's going to bring this set back. This is 1-1.
Yeah, those dash grabs that Raptor was going for towards the latter half of that game really were not working out for him, and I can understand why he was getting antsy for a grab, because it would have opened up things a lot easier for him to try and rack up damage or going for the kill. But dash grab leaves Yoshi so open, and it's those kind of opportunities that let Cyberman just wake up.
Goodbye, Sage. Anyway, hello, Lilat.
Lilat.
We are back.
3.
We're back. Everyone's favorite crews. You know, these guys are not going to say much, but I will say that they're probably more reliable than American Airlines, but, you know, we're getting there.
There's a fun fact about this. The ship actually has a name.
Does it?
Yeah, it's called the Palladius.
The Palladius.
Yeah, that's named after a, I believe it's a constellation.
You know, the more you know, and I'm going to start calling it the Palladius, and everyone's going to be like, what are you talking about?
Here's my issue with that, because I would love to do the same thing. It's a really awkward word to just throw around.
It kind of is. Yeah, it sounds very strange. It's almost like platypus, and it's just a strange word.
It's Palladius, I believe, has Greek origin to it.
Okay. Well, yeah, the more you know, guys. You know, I don't think these characters, I don't think they know any Greek words, any Greek origins. They don't know anything. All they know right now is that thirst to win. That's all they really know right now, and they're fighting for it. Yeah, I thought Raptor didn't have a jump there. I thought Cyber was going to try to gip him, but no. Raptor being very smart, preserving his jump.
See, a player of Yoshi of almost any skill level recognizes the importance of saving that jump just because of how useful Flutter Jump is. We recognize now that that is Yoshi's true recovery. Yes, he has a little bit of lift out of the first 3 eggs he throws, an egg throw, but Flutter Jump provides not only an excellent sense of recovery, but that armor is so pivotal for Raptor to be able to safely get in and get out when he needs to.
Yeah, but right there, you know, trying to weave in and out himself, but Cyber, he's just gonna throw out that punch and try to run off Lilac Cruz. You know, he doesn't want to be associated with this, it seems, and he's just trying to wrap this up nice and fast. This is kind of the Cyber I'm more accustomed to seeing. You know, the Cyber that applies safe but aggressive pressure. You know, before he's trying to camp Raptor Apple. Right now, Cyber definitely feeling very confident in his play. And Raptor, you know, maybe we're going to see Cyber switch the tide here, but Raptor, he's been known to make comebacks like this before.
YOLO up smash, not going to be cutting it just yet. Raptor's going to have to put on a bit more percentage before something like that's able to really come in clutch. And, you know, already revealing that card in his hand to Cyber. He's been on the dangerous side, but so's having nearly no shield at all.
Again, trying to drop that spring, it looked like. But, you know, Raptor's going to maneuver around it. He doesn't want any of that shenanigans becoming commonplace here on this cruise. Right now, you know, Cyberman looks like he might be about to lap Raptor here. That's really scary. And, you know, Raptor's kind of the player that I feel like you said before, his mental game is incredibly strong. He just doesn't really get shook at all. But right now, Cyber just playing incredibly solid, and Raptor's struggling to find answers.
Yeah, and Cyberman is an excellent player when it comes to recognize that, yeah, he might not be able to take advantage of the mental constitution of the player, but he can take advantage of what their character brings to the table. Fortunately for Raptor, he's not letting that get to him either, as the YOLO up smash finally comes in for him, but he's sitting at a 99% deficit.
Yeah, this is what's going to be really hard, especially with the way Cyber's playing right now. Very confident, very safely aggressive. But Raptor, you know, with his prowess with this character, with this stage pick, you know, with a lot of the things that's going on right here, tons of rage, Raptor could make it happen, but it's going to be very difficult. Oh, no. That almost scared the crap out of me, but we are living. Right there, Cyber almost getting forward aired, but makes it back onto the stage. Raptor at 147%. This is getting incredibly terrifying for Raptor, just increasingly scary, but that rage is going to add fuel to his fire here.
Excellent series of power shields, and Raptor's going to be coming out on top, getting off a couple of hits after his own.
Uh-oh. Down throw coming through. He knows that none of his other throws are going to kill yet, but that will put on some nice percent. But it will also feed Raptor that rage. And 76%. Air dodge read. Oh my god, barely not connecting that up air. All of a sudden, Raptor has closed this gap indefinitely.
Cyberman's going to have to go for one of his patented heavy reads if he's going to be able to clutch out this win. Finally gets a grab, and the up throw
and that will
is going to do it.
Is this best of 3 or best?
That's best of 3, and that is the end of that set.
And that's all she wrote there. You know, Cyber making us sweat a little there. But, you know, he just kind of said, yo, you're at high percent. I know that this up throw is going to kill.